For the company level analysis, we have the strategic capability analysis. You are looking at different businesses, different departments that you have. The financial resources, human resources, physical resources, and intangible resources, right? So those are strengths or weaknesses that you have. Maybe you don't have a stable financial condition right now, and it might affect your business in the short run or long run. So most of the startups, for example, they fail in 2 years, and one of the biggest reasons is financial resources, because they cannot plan out their finance. Yeah, so those are the critical things that you need to plan ahead, and then shape your strategy accordingly. And finally, another alternative for internal capability analysis type of thing is Porter's value chain analysis. Porter value chain analysis is very similar to, it said that, okay, what are your primary activities as a business? So it doesn't have to be the same for all businesses. So if you're a pure online business, if you don't have any shipping, if you are just sending it online, etc., maybe your logistic operation might be simpler. Maybe your focus will be marketing and sales, but what are your primary activities and what are the support activities? Okay, so you need to just think of your business accordingly, and some of the companies actually shape their overall operations accordingly. So I used to work at Pfizer Pharmaceutical, for example. For Pfizer United States think of themselves as a manufacturer. Okay, they said that we are actually spending a lot of money on R&D, and we're trying to get like a new product or drug into the market. But Pfizer Turkey, they were seeing themselves as marketing and sales company, because they're like, we are not producing anything, we are getting those products here, so our main operation is selling this, right? So marketing and sales. And that was the number of employees. If you look at the number of employees, like 70% of people, they were doing either marketing or sales, or like support activities to them as well, okay? So that is how your internal capability analysis should be shaped. So what are the primary activities and what other activities? For example, IT, everyone has IT department, but IT's main role in, for example, Pfizer was supporting marketing and sales. Whereas IBM, for example, IT is probably one of the primary activities. Okay? So that is how you need to look at your business. What are your primary activities? What are your support activities? And how you should allocate resources for your activities in general. Does it make sense? Cool. All right. And now finally, when you have those different level analysis, you can make a SWOT matrix or SWOT matrix. So SWOT stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay? So, and this is a different one, as you can see. So SWOT matrix, but you can have different strategies. You can use your strengths and look at the opportunities in the market, external, like the macro or micro level opportunities, and then generate some SO strategies for that. Okay? So you have some strengths. You, for example, think of that vaccine company, BioNTech. So they were already generating some mRNA, like mRNA technology for different drugs, and they were really good at that, and they see that as an opportunity. And they said, okay, we are really strong. We can easily change all our production or R&D to this, and we can easily create a vaccine that works. So that is a SO strategy. They were probably think about that at the time. They were thinking about that. They could have done the other way around. They could have actually said that let's not go into that business. That was their part of strategy, right? And they did it right? So they made the right decision, and that's how they use strength and opportunity for SWOT strategy. Or you can maybe think of the opportunity, and maybe you have like a weaknesses, and then you can maybe change that weaknesses into strength, or still get benefit if you see an opportunity. Okay, so by allocating resources or changing your business direction there, you can do the same thing for strengths and threats, and weaknesses and threats as well. So weaknesses and threats, if there is a threat and you have a weakness, this should be your priority to address it, right? So otherwise you might be out of the market. So yeah, SWOT matrix is kind of a summary of all the analysis that you conducted before, okay? And then you get the most important part to formulate some strategies. So that is why after doing this PASTEL and then Porter's 5 forces or internal capability analysis, you can create a SWOT matrix. So without doing them, you cannot create a SWOT matrix. Even if you create, it will be very superficial. a shovel.